The battle for a top four finish and a place in the qualifiers heats up now as Halifax take on fourth place Featherstone. Commentary led by Bill Arthur.
Tom Grant is the referee in charge of this one. And it is a massive game for these two sides. Game two at the Summer Bash. Featherstone Rovers fourth in the table. They've lost the last three in all competitions. Halifax frustrated after scrambling to a 22-all draw last time out against Dewsbury, but in pretty good shape. Halifax needing the win if they are to make it into the top four come the break-off point. Featherstone needing the win to keep the pressure on the teams above them. A lot for these two to play for.
That's exactly right, Bill. It not only is a 4-point game, being on television, being at this point in the season, it feels like an 8-point game. The significance of a victory for either of these two sides could be at this match here today. I think we're going to see one of the best games of the entire Bash competition.
It's Halifax who are in possession in this black and pink kit, and Grix on to Scott Morrell. You might spot on the back of this black and pink Halifax kit a breast cancer cares. A 40-20 kick comes in from Morrell, making use of the wind at his back. Great start for Fax. There you go. Quick hands, and nice Grix bursts through, looking for some support. Grix is still going. There was nobody on his shoulder as he made progress. They've got potential here. Johnston puts the brakes on, comes back the other way. The pass sits up. So, Halifax, Grix, Johnston, Quentin Laulu Tongagai, QLT. It's got even shorter. It's Q now to his new teammates. Little kick comes in. Lovely try, and it's Morrell who grabs it. The man who's normally putting the kicks in was on the end of that one. And Stephen Tyra in the points once again in his 6th season for Halifax, lands his 45th goal. Holmes may be trying to run this off. He might ease somewhat, but at the moment he's a bit incapacitated. Lockwood tackled on the halfway line. Halifax leading by 6 points to 0. The Scott Morrell try, the Scott Morrell conversion, that's forward
pass. Again, a failure to make the most of possession. That's a pretty fundamental basic error from Featherstone. And going back to Tom Holmes, with that injury, it is an impact injury. If it is a bang, probably the worst thing for him is to go and sit down.
Well, this is interesting. What's just happened here? Is that descent?
I think it was.
That's
Somebody
a bad
said
sign
something.
for Featherstone here to be losing the control mentally. Okay, you've thrown a forward pass, but to question a referee's decision and then to concede another 20 metres here. It's a worrying sign for John Duffy's men.
Well, that's maybe a worrying sign for Halifax. Gareth Hott's on the field.
Hold! Go on.
Will be attempting to reverse the trend of this game, which is very much with Halifax at the moment. And it could be more points for Halifax because Tyra goes in the corner. And they pay the price for whatever was said.
Well, with this goal, will he aim it towards the right post? There's a strong breeze blowing from right to left.
Well, Tyra is a great practitioner at goal kicking, and he doesn't miss with that. Second success with the boot for Steve Tyra, and Halifax lead by 12 points to 0. So Grix plays the ball. Johnston finds Grady. Grady, long-legged runner, has some support. Across comes the cover. And Brandon Moore is cut down. And the referees penalise Featherstone again. Not sure what that one's for. It was a high tackle. Brandon Moore, I think it was, who was on the receiving end.
Let's give some praise here to Featherstone. Anthony Thackeray's come across. Maybe that was the high tackle he's hit him above where the referee felt comfortable. Well, a harsh call.
Harsh call. So Tyra will look to make it 3 from 3. Half-time, or half hour rather, approaching, and Tyra nudges Halifax further ahead. He's waiting for the ball. There he is. Oh! And he runs into some stern resistance. Holmes plays the ball. Change of direction from Josh Hardcastle. Just a couple of metres short. Here is Hock again, driving for the line. He's held up.
He's not.
He's not, says the referee. Tom Grant awards the try. Hardman with a conversion.
Now he's only good in small bursts, Gareth Hock. Looks a little bit tired, a little bit laboured. I'd be tempted to give him a rest and give him a big finish.
Here is Mitch Clark. He plays the ball. They're buzzing now at Featherstone Rovers. Lockwood just short of that try line. Wildy. Hock once more. Is Hardman, I beg your pardon.
What a tackle.
Great defence on the last here now. Huge gap opens up, and they're in, and it's Thackeray. And Featherstone Rovers strike again. Hardman again. Richard Moore could very easily see this lead wiped out shortly, because here come Featherstone once more with Wildy playing his way through, all the way to the line. What a try that is. Matty Wildy just weaved his way through the ranks of the Halifax defenders there, and this 14-0 lead has been wiped out in the space of 8 minutes in the second half. Another formality for him.
In all likelihood, only one of these teams will probably make the top 4, and then therefore the qualifiers after that. They know it's a 4-point game. They have to win. This is almost a knockout, I think. I know there's still quite a few games before we get to that qualification phase, but here's the card.
There's a trip, and somebody is on his way to the sidelines.
Stephen Tyra waves back at the referee. I don't know what the wave was for.
Farewell.
Possibly so.
Ian!
Tyra, just instinctive. Here you go.
He can't resist it, can he? He's trying his best to tell the referee, look, I'm trying my best.
Keel Carlisle.
Let's have a look. This is a better angle.
No, he gets a hold of him. That's for sure. Yeah. So Tyra.
That's a self-destruct button, isn't it?
A touch too much. And again, Halifax is in discipline. It was Featherstone's in discipline in the first half. Wealden. And now they've got an almighty problem of facts, because they're down a man and Featherstone have got their tails up. Here is Lockwood.
Hardman was looking for that pass back inside.
Carlisle barking instructions. The instructions are for Gareth Hock to get his second of the game.
Wow. I'd be surprised if he's kept hold of this ball, Gareth Hock. He hits the defender with such force. He's done an incredible job.
It's a knock-on in the in-goal area, isn't it, that? Tap on the 20 for the Halifax side.
It's Brandon Moore underneath. He just puts enough pressure on that ball, and Gareth Hock.
Phil Bentham, the video ref. Quick look at that. Hock denied. What a let-off that is for Halifax.
But they've had about half as much possession as their opponents. They just needed one more chance up at that end here.
But can they find a way through? A much improved Featherstone Rovers defence. It's going to take a little bit of magic from somebody. Oh, it's good offload, finds Morel. Morel wrestling, gets the pass away to Barber. Barber similarly gets the ball off to Sharp. Sharp. Quentin Lalu-Tongagai, little burst of pace from him. He's through the first. Quentin Lalu-Tongagai to Ben Johnston. Johnston, the step, the try. The scores are level. Steve Tyra is in the sin bin, the regular goal kicker. Shane Grady has only kicked one goal all season for Halifax. He's kicked a second. Eat up the seconds. Elliot Morris now for Halifax. Well, they might try and wrap this up with a decisive try. Brandon Moore scanning, pops the ball up. Morris again, charging to the line, sucking in the Featherstone Rovers defenders. Benny Kay now, Kay, Morel's pass. Featherstone desperately defending, trying to get the ball back at Fairbank. Will take his time playing this ball. Good defence on Will Mayer. Lockwood down low. Morel looking for glory, kicks the ball ahead and gets the try! Unbelievable! Scott Morel decides the game with an audacious solo try. The hooter sounds. Halifax celebrates. Featherstone's Blackpool wilderness continues.
Sky Sports. Feel it all.